It's Gunflowers, and welcome back to the FM22 beta with me, FoggyPlays, on FM22. Yeah, I already said that, the FM22 beta. But we are here with Hertha Berlin. As you can see, cheeky little background that I've made. Looks nice. It's got the Nike logo, Hertha Berlin. Threw it together in about 35 seconds. It looks beautiful. But since you were here last with the deadline day episode, we're unbeaten. So I can't really complain. It's not been exceptional football, but still unbeaten. So that is all that really matters. But if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're going to be taking on the mighty Borussia Mönchengladbach in today's episode. So strap in. It's hopefully going to be an exciting. So as I said in the intro, we are unbeaten since you were here last. We've only lost one game this season. It was that 5-0 smashing that Cologne gave us, which wasn't ideal, but it was away from home. But since the deadline day, we've played Bochum, drew 0-0, beat Firth 2-1, which was pretty fruity game, has to be said. We drew with Leipzig. I think this game we had like 2 shots, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was 3. Watching it would be like 27. No, it was 5. We had 5 shots in the entire game. As you can see, this is the formation we've been playing most of the time. Our right centre back seems to struggle quite a lot because Derde hasn't been played in that game. It wasn't great. Then we drew with Freiburg. And if I'm not mistaken, that Jovetic goal was given even though it was potentially offside. Was this the one? And then we had Piatek actually called offside. But Southwark had an absolute mare of a game at right wing back. Was not ideal. I am slowly but surely considering going back to Jovetic. Oh yeah, no, this was just a thing. Never mind. That was a different goal. I've been finding it difficult not to go back to the good old 4-2-4 that we ran for the majority of last season, or even just playing with like a flat back 4. I'm quite enjoying the wide centre backs though. Some of the players we're playing at centre back are actually doing pretty well. You know, they're enjoying their time in the team and getting forward, which can't really complain about that. That is quite nice to see this year. And then against Eintracht Frankfurt, we were bang average. The Solskjaer managed to get us a winner. Not going to complain. I think I started him in that game. He wasn't especially good, but that's not what's important here. We have made 2 signings that are going to be arriving in January. From Borussia Dortmund, we have signed Jamie Bjorn Gittens, who is a winger. I think he always turns out good. Why not sign him? Paid 5 million for him. Yeah, potentially 5 million. And Luis Copado, who I didn't sign. When I was it Angers manager in FM21 during the Journeyman, Luis Capado joined us there, and I never really gave him an opportunity. He has quality, supposedly. Now he's down to a 4-star, but he's going to cost us like 275,000. Yeah, like that's just chuck a bit of money at a player, see what happens. And we still have Marshall Ruddy, who is potentially going to be quite a good player. He's very quickly picking up left wing back, because he's been playing for our under-19s and they're playing him in that position. I'm not going to complain. I'm surprised with how quickly he's picked up, because he's played there 16 times, so he's doing well. He's doing well for himself. But yeah, we've been fine. Like, we're not losing games, which I suppose is probably the most important thing. 6th after having 4 draws. I would like to play a slightly more interesting style, but this is working, so I'm not going to stop while it's working. Managerial support is still on the poor side. It's getting better. Club atmosphere is quite high, and the team cohesion is average, so I'm not really sure what to do about that. The players are just getting there, I guess. Jovetic has played acceptably in the last couple of games. We are going to make Myodina start this game. Oh, I came back too soon. Right, we will be back in just a second because that match isn't till tomorrow. Right, fellas, so it is now time for us to take on Borussia Mönchengladbach. We're sitting third in the league. We're only 6 points behind them. We still have a negative 2 goal difference, so we're still struggling to come back from that defeat to Cologne, who were sitting 12th. That is soul destroying. We do, however, have a little bit of an injury issue, which isn't ideal. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do that. Team selection. Run Yarstein is going to start this game because our normal goalkeeper's picked up an injury. 7 days. Happened yesterday, just after he hit stop recording. What is going on with my face? So like, let's hear. Oh, still doing it. Okay, whatever. Pulled a groin in training, so we're going to be without Schwallow for today's game at least. Not ideal. Piatek is going to sit this one out because, like I said, his form's just been shocking. I've had words with him, not making any bit of difference. Do I want to start Boyata? Tornariga still injured, not ideal, and David Selk picked up an injury in training as well. So I'm guessing those two might have hit each other, collided, if you will. Yeah, we're going to jump into this. I don't know how Darde isn't fully fit. He's played a decent number of games. Yeah, they've made one change for today's game. Interesting. We've been linked with Zakaria for quite a while. I'm not really sure why. I've never shown an interest in him, but fine. Suat Serdar is aggressive. Okay. A few more goals, and you'll be in a much better position, right? Without a doubt. We need to start putting the ball in the back of the net. We have not been doing that enough. Like, as you can see, we've scored 4 goals in the last 5 games. 2 of them coming in one game. If we play to the level we can, we will be fine. Yarstein does get the starting position ahead of Christiansen, just because Yarstein is... I kind of trust him more. There's a massive difference between the two of them. Yeah, we're going to go positive because we are at home. We both have an XG of 0.07 so far. The one thing I would say with this tactic is not many highlights. And it's continuing with the not a mass. You'd prefer to be at the Freiburg game. The fact that they've scored twice fairly quickly. Not a great pass by Jovetic. Hopefully our strikers can press a little bit because we have upped the pressing on this tactic. Just a smidge. Oh, my chair started sinking. Just to see if we can force an error from somebody. We're doing a lot of pressing, not an awful lot of ball holding. We haven't really had the ball an awful lot. Borussia Mönchengladbach have been in control, and thankfully Thuram just puts that wide, but they're doing a great job of like tiring out our strikers just by passing it around, just dinking little passes. We're going to demand more. Kind of feeling like we should probably change the tactic for the second half. Oh, Spotlight after scoring for Leipzig. This result would put Borussia Mönchengladbach into second. We haven't taken nearly enough shots, and Zifok is like, excuse me? He seems demotivated. Like, we just need to get the ball forward. Like, our strikers are playing 6.5s. Okay. So, like, they're not overly familiar with this. I'm well aware. Do we have anyone that can play as an attacking midfielder? Dorita can be an attacking midfielder. We could put Toussaint and Serdar in here. Serdar can be a box-to-box. Toussaint can be a ball-winning midfielder on support. Dorita can be an advanced playmaker. This is fine. I put Molida as an advanced forward. Jovetic can be a complete forward. Let's see if this does anything. Papetti is not having the best of games, but it's fine? Question mark? Do I make any changes though? Not right now. I think that change should potentially make it so that we're actually playing better because we've had 2 shots so far. That's not really ideal. Would like to get a few more shots, please. Anyone? Like you prefer? I'd really prefer to be at the Mainz Augsburg game. It's 4-3. Plattenhard with a corner. Stark. Oh, Stark hit the crossbar. Look like the keeper got a touch and it. Obviously not. They're playing 3 centre backs. Not a single wide centre back to be seen. I'm going to take Molida off for Piatek. Don't really want him to be an advance forward. Be a poacher. Jovetic can go back to being an advance forward. Plattenhard's not having a great game. Bring Boyada on for Papetti. Going to bring Ekkelenkamp on for Serdar because he is looking nervous. And Ekkelenkamp is, attribute-wise, really quite good at box-to-box. Just doesn't have the star rating for it. But I'm not overly fussed about star rating. Alright, 10 minutes to go. We have to do something. We need, we haven't had a proper highlight in so long. Jasremski is going to come on at left wing back. Jovetic is having an absolute mare of a game. He's going to bring on Finn Bogson. I'm going to make him a target forward on attack, and then he can knock it on to Piatek. But we're going to distribute to the target man, see if that makes a little bit of a difference. And we're just going to, don't you know, pump it up. We're going to pass into space and play a little bit higher. I know our players are getting a little bit tired, but we only have 10 minutes left. We're at home and we've had 5 shots. Hopefully they make a mistake. Or Stark has picked up the ball. Goes for a little bit of a jog forward. A white centre back doing white centre back things. Doesn't do a great job of it, but Tusart's picked it up. Boyada all the way back to Yarstein. Big punt forward. Finn Bogston gets to Jasperemski. Ekkelenkamp. Dink over. Piatek. That was not a great attempt. Hopefully Sommer makes a mistake here. And then we go Subaru defensive. Boyada wins ahead over Kramer. Gets it down to play. Who... Oh. That was not ideal. That was not ideal at all. Alright, we're going to hit early crosses. It's going to be extremely direct. Just get the ball forward. Just pump it. Force them inside. Get stuck in. Don't prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I'm going to berate them. They're loving it. We're going to lose the game. Oh, that's soul destroying. I'm going to thrash my arms and say I'm very pleased. That was really, really not good enough. Our strikers were just shocking in that game. Molida, weren't at your best. Jovetic, weren't at your best. Tusar played well. Very happy. Papetti, you're not in a position to be complaining about me praising someone who played well when you didn't. He's motivated now because I told Plattenhart that he wasn't good enough. Boyada, not happy with your performance. Okay, it's composed him. I saw a couple of these change, but nobody is upset. I'm upset because we've lost a game. What happened was I decided to try and score some goals, and it went against us, and they scored really, really late on. I think we're gonna have to give up on this formation. It's just not working. It's fine for dragging out draws, but it's really not doing us anything in terms of, winning. So first defeat in 7, but it's just like we're not doing good enough. Like we're expected to finish top 3. I'm not so sure. What I think we'll do in the next episode is play against Borussia Dortmund, because boy, I do enjoy being slapped around a little bit. Because then we are going to be coming into the January transfer window, and we'll have our little break as well. Because the Bundesliga is smart and has a little bit of a time for players to, get a bit of a rest, because the season is hard. Hopefully we'll be in the next round of the Pokal, because if we're not, I'm pretty sure we're going to get sacked. Because, yeah. Yeah, so Borussia Dortmund in the next episode, who are still unbeaten. Hopefully they won't be unbeaten by the time we play them. This is difficult. I think we do need to move away from this. This is too defensive, and we're not playing all that well defensively. The wide centre backs are fun, but I don't think we're actually going to. We don't think we have the players to do it. Just saying. Just put my hands up. Maybe we don't have the players to do what I want to do. But if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one.